Hi all. Right, pushing on, see, I'm another bit of RAF Eagle, see if I can keep things moving again for a bit. Should be able to get another, hopefully a couple of raids in here. We'll try and press on anyway, so let's get the next raid down. Okay, this is a minor raid at Southend, well it's not at Southend City because we're using the secondary target, so it's at Walton Radar Net 7. Right, raid eligibility for the target cards determined by the target primary, priority of the primary card and its values, and pretty sure we take everything from there, don't we? We've done this once before. So just a minor raid, and yeah, I still can't fathom out things here and what's best to do. I mean, my next two minor raids are just going to have fighters in here, but I was wondering if maybe I should be doing that here as well. I'm just going to press on. I don't think we're making a great job of this game, so but once I've completed it all, maybe I'll start to realise, and if it does get back to the table, man, I think I'm not loving it like I've loved Mr. Butterfield's other games, but you can't win them all. You can't, you know. I'm not saying it's a bad game. You know, it is a good game, and I'm still having fun at times when I'm doing it. But I suppose just I think it's maybe over on its course for me just now, and I certainly probably would have put it away if I wasn't recording it. Right. Anyway, I've talked about all that, so I thought you were trying to keep things quicker, Grant. Right, detection. Right, let's go. A 2 to start with, that's good. Okay. And we need to look at the card and our OCV. Oh, it's nice and low, this one. This is still Leaflet 2, Broken Clouds. Oh, it's a 1. Nice. So that's us up to 3. 2 radar nets, however, takes us up to 7. And then only 3 grouping in the raid. 3 or 4 grouping is a +1. Yeah, that's the one up there, isn't it? All grouping are ME109s. Right, I'll need to try and one of the last raids. I'll need to try and I'll need to be the Leaflet 2 one then. Oh no, they're both long range. So I can't, because they're going to come in reduced. Yeah. Anyway, right, got sidetracked there. That was a +1 for the 3 grouping, so I think that's up to 8. Was that right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1 is 8. Yeah. So 8. Oh, that's a nice number. So where are we? Late and limited. Ah. I had something like that for a while, but I suppose that's what you get with the smaller raids. Okay, cool. Moving on. Late and limited, yeah, wasn't a poor. Well, it is a minor raid anyway. Rendezvous check. Yeah, we do need to do this. Now the worrying one here is we had 2 Leaflet 2 raids in the same time. I've no jinx myself there. I've got a 4. I think that's okay. 11 or more grouping in the raid. No, there is not. Good. That's that done. Right. Right, raid response. Now we are late. So it's only 2 from 511 and 2 from 611. And again, I mean, you must have to base all this on that actual part, even though we're doing the secondary target. Yeah. It is in that area. It's not. It's just it's a different target within the area. It's not the city. It's the radar net. Yeah. Okay, so 2 from 611, 2 from 511, and 2 from 611. No Spitfire race. Oh, and there's nothing in 611. It's like I planned it. Yeah. Well, I did look at some things along that line, but I suppose I didn't expect that to be empty, but that's nice. So 2 from 511. Now they're both going to be Hurricanes, aren't they? Yeah, because we've got 3. So yeah, which Hurricane is not coming along? the A is not coming along, so it's just the B and the C. That's, yeah, that's right, 511 and 2 from 611. There's none in 611. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, the next one down is 411. Yeah, so only 2. And we need to see if any of them are coming out. So where's our chart for that again? Yeah. Right, here it is. Okay, we're roll dice on this, don't we? Yeah, we've got 2 squadrons in the cup. See if any are coming out. We're starting with a 2. The date gives a +1. Target sector is 11. Yes, it's a +1. Primary target is an airfield, radar net or airfield. Well, see, that's not the case, because the primary target is a city, and although it's a radar net, yeah, nothing's going to score there. Target is deep, no. Warning is very early, no. Intelligence is accurate, it is not. Intelligence is limited, and the raid has 68 grouping, no. Intelligence is poor, is not the case. Target card yet to be resolved, no. We're sitting at a 4 here. You know what that is though? High. We've got a 4 and it's high. How random. How randomly annoying. Okay. Yeah. So 4 is high. Squadrons in the pool is 2. None of them are coming out. No. Okay, but are they coming along? Well, we've got nothing in the hunt box. You would think they would still come, wouldn't they? However, this is where no, intelligence is limited, yeah. Intelligence is limited. Number of grouping in the raid, excluding channel patrol, is 3. And 2 squadrons in the pool, yeah, they're all coming now. So they're both coming. Okay, got dragged away there. Where was I? Yeah, no units coming out of the carp. Yeah, and they were all responding, but there's only 2 of them. That's us. That's the situation there. So they're both hurricanes as well. So, well, we'll see how we get on. Again, could be down to the dice roll. Right, next. Hunter interception. There's no grouping in the hunt box, so no squadrons are intercepted. All squadrons in the hunt box move to the bomber box. Yeah. So these 2 come up. And yeah. That's right, yeah. Raid approach event, okay. Let's see what we're getting here. Raid approach event. Squadrons patrol elsewhere, yeah, I always like that one. Ooh, and there's quite a lot going on, isn't there? Move full C squadrons in eligible sectors to in-flight box. Right, okay, and we've got, again, and nobody's told me otherwise, so all these sectors are being considered. I kind of find that one a little bit odd, but nobody's pulled me up for it. It's came up a couple of times and we've done it. So we're looking for full squadrons in the C's. With full C squadrons in eligible sectors to in-flight box. So let's see if we can get something here. So 511. No, we've got an A and a B. Pity. Right, 611. There's nothing there. Well, that was beneficial there, well, 411, surely. Ah, the C's reduced. What's up there? London, there's nothing. 311. They're both B's. Okay, come on. 711. Right, we get one this time. And 212, which is, where's 212? That's way up the top there, isn't it? No, that's 112. There's 212. Oh, there's nothing in 212. And finally, 211. I got a Spitfire there, so at least we got 2. I was expecting a bit more out of that though. However, 2's better than none, and at least it was a good event. So I just found the camera because I was watching back a bit of my video footage and just on the telly, you know, sometimes I put it on YouTube and just watch a bit back. And my wife Tracy had stopped by and she was like looking at it saying, that would really annoy me, that all that moving about like that would really annoy me. I'd be switched off by now. So I dare say maybe it does bother some folk. And yeah, I was in the habit at first of like pausing the camera and then moving it, which I should probably try and do a bit more of, but I guess it just takes time. I suppose if I'm just moving from like say there to there, it's not bad, and if I do it, you know, gently enough, but well, sorry, if it bothers some people then, yeah, that's what it is. Right, hunter attack, well that's not going to happen because that's in the hunt box, and the squadrons have moved out of there because we had no hunters. So raid target event, navigational error. If the raid target is inland or deep, shift 2 columns left for bombing. Ooh, well, it's not inland or deep, it's... Oh! Forgetting we're the secondary target, but no, it must still hold the same where it is, which is on the coast, yeah. Okay, so that's not happening, right. So that goes away. Next. Right, this is when we need to try and hopefully we can avoid things here. So the squadrons are greater than grouping. So all grouping are intercepted. If all grouping and bomber box are intercepted, all grouping and close escort box defend. Which, yeah, I think is good for us. I mean, I know it adds the numbers. So these two are coming along as well. I know it adds these numbers, but it also adds 2 more grouping, which moves the columns along a bit. So, okay, so they're all intercepted, and then we'll go on to the squadron attack part. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's how I should do it. But it's more time involved, and I'm just trying to get things moving. Okay, let's roll a nice low number. Ooh, a 1. Can't get any lower than that. Right, so numbers are, counting the close escort, 1, 2, 7, 10, 13. 13 with, my chart. 13 with 3 grouping, but a nice roll of a 1. That's going to help. 13 with 3 grouping. We're only down to the E row. Nothing else happening here. No, we're on the E row. Oh no, there's not. I thought there was still an L result there, but there is not. We've got... I've got a port though. In actual fact, a 2 would even better. 2 is a no effect for the A. No, I don't think we're going to get any bombing. So we've got abort, no effect, abort. So abort for the A. Yeah, it's disrupt you want, isn't it? Oh no. No, disrupt doesn't help us either, does it? This is units in the bomb box. Yeah, they need the no effect, don't they? So abort is to in-flight reduced. Meh. I suppose it was kind of unlikely, even though it did look not bad. And the 2 close escort units are getting abort as well. So that one's in flight reduced. Oh, I didn't want that, did I? No. Because that means he's not going to come back in time. The other one's no effect, I don't think. It's a B. What happens to him actually? No effect. He still goes down the flight, yeah. Nah. Yeah. Even with a 1 on the dice, I didn't get any joy there. Well. So what about across the other side then? What have we got? A B squadron and a C squadron. So the L's, the white loss is for the A's. So we've got disrupt for the B. What's this 10 flight reduced? And abort for the C, which is 10 flight reduced as well. At least they're going in reduced, I suppose. Oh well, nothing doing. I suppose I'm just a fat minor raid. It's tricky to get things right there. I don't know if that had been 3 fighters. You know, if you think about it, if I just had 3 fighters in the bomber box there, I would have stood a better chance of getting through with something, wouldn't I? Yeah. Or you know what? Even just having 3 bombers without any fighter support, I don't know. Does that not feel like I might have got a better result? Maybe. Anyway. So I think we can chuck away our. Oh no, it's targeting the centre. No, we're not getting nothing done that radar net, are we? Damn. Yeah, man. Right, no bombing. There's nothing to do any bombing with. Move all group in flight to their air bases or the clock speed. Okay, done that. Let's say one of the elite units is now not going to be where I want it. So yeah, this card gets turned face down. Yeah, I can get rid of that strategy card. Nothing's happening. Right, so now we are moving 1 time slot. So we move the marker to the next time slot. We have raids, which is 12 o'clock, and we move on to squadron turnaround. So 1 time slot. There is nothing on the total board that can move, just 2 light loss units. We do however have a bunch. So all these will go to the rearm box, and the reduced ones will go to the land box full side up. Okay, there's units in the total board now. Right, next card. Move all German fighter now in the current clock space and all where we are. We're not got to that yet. We're going to be cringing when it happens. And then assign fighter group into this time segment and the next time segment, unless we've already done so. We've already done that, so back to step 9, and we will just press on. Okay, next raid on Hornchurch Airfield, and there's our raid. 4 JU8s this time, so only 4 fighters getting to sit in the hunt box. 48, yeah, that's our 12 grouping. Okay, she's got me paranoid about swinging the camera. Now I'm trying to pause it more. You probably noticed. Right, okay. Yeah, I guess it's better viewing, so I should try and make a bit more effort, but no doubt I'll let that slip again. So this is Hornchurch. I'm just moving my wee markers about, see where we're at. Right, British detection. Okay, and we never managed to knock out that radar nest, so. Right, so roll dice, keep it low. It's a 4. Not good enough, I don't think. So what we've got an OCV of 433. We're in, we've fought 2, which is broken cloud, so it's a 3. So that's up to 7. 2 radar nets takes us up to 11, and 12 grouping, and tells us that we get a +4 to that 11, making it a 15. So airway, which is the one that you don't want. Limited, I suppose, is slightly better. Okay. Next card. Raid rendezvous check. A 2. That could be good. Yeah, 3 raids are planned for the current time segment. No, 1 raid planned for the current time segment. So all good there. British raid response, right. Let you have a look at that, and we're on airway, so it's going to be quite a bit. Although we did get a lot moved, so fingers crossed. So no Spitfire race. We want 3 from 611. There is none. We want 2 from 511. We can get 2. They go straight into the cup. We'll keep track of that with the dice. 2 from 711. Yeah, there's 2 there. It's up to 4. And then 2 from London, nothing there. 2 from 211. Right, we get 1 of the green ones, so that stays out the cup. That's up to 5. And 2 from 311. Yeah, we'll go 2 there as well. That's up to 7. I think that's it, is it? No, not quite. 1 from 411. Yeah. Oh, we have to take the green one there. Okay. I mean, it's good and it's bad because it like reduces the amount that get drawn back out. So up to 8, so he stays out the cup as well. So we've got 8, 6 in the cup, 2 outside, and what are we gonna do here? We need a shark. Yeah, that's what we need. So we're gonna roll dice and see what's getting taken out. We're starting with a big 5. The date gives a +1 to 6. Target sector is 11 group, that's 7. Primary target is an airfield, yes, that's up to 9. Target is deep, no. Warning is very airway, no, it's just airway. Intelligence is accurate, no it's not. Intelligence is limited, and the raid has 12 or more grouping. Yeah, so a +3 to that 9 takes us to 12. Intelligence poor, no. Any additional cards this turn, no. We're sitting at a 12, which is a high response. Unfortunately, that's a high response with 8 grouping in the pool. 3 want to come out, however we've got 2 green units, so only 1's coming out. This is not going to go well either. I feel. Right, I'm throwing it on the floor. Right, it's from 311, the one that's coming back, and then we get the other 7, 2 of which are going to stay reduced, and I'll bring them. Oh yeah, I've not checked yet if they're going to respond, but I'm pretty sure they are. Right, so hang on. Intelligence was limited though, so limited intelligence. Number of grouping in the raid excluding channel patrol is 10, and squadrons in the pool is 7. Yeah, they're all going to respond. That was always going to be the case. Okay, there we go, there's the response. So 7 against our 4, so in excess of 3. In excess of 3. That means we've got to roll above. So grouping is less than squadrons. So we're rolling a dice, it's got to be a 4 or better. So it's only a 1, so the result is less than the number of excess squadrons, so they all stay in the hunt box there. Not sure what I prefer there. I don't know. I think probably you want to keep them down there, yeah. Probably gives it an extra speed bump for them to get through. Right, raid approach event. German altitude advantage, yes. If any of the following apply, no warning, we did not have that. Reduce squadron in the hunt box, yes, we'll take that. Which is just as well, because the other one does not apply prior to August the 20th, but we do have a reduced squadron. We have 2 reduced squadrons in the hunt box. So we're getting altitude advantage. So we get a row shift. So that is good. And it's for both, isn't it? It's for the hunter attack and the squadron attack, isn't it? I shouldn't really need to look at that, but let's just double check. Both the hunter attack and squadron attack, yes, indeed. Okay, so let's go for the hunter attack. Okay, roll a nice low number. Indeed, a 2. That will do. So, especially when we get a shift as well. So, nothing for ME109s. 4, 7, 10, 14, 17, 19, 21 with 4 grouping. 21 with 4 grouping. Well, that's down at the F row, which I think is where we were the last time. But we're getting a jump up to the E row. And a 2. Actually, no, I think this is where we were the last time. A 2. No, that's not the case, because we rolled a 1 last time. Anyway, a 2 is no effect, LD. So, no effect for A, so I think he goes close escort, doesn't he? Yeah, so he goes close escort. The B, unfortunately, is a white loss. So into the white loss box, and we lose a point. And the C are disrupt. So that'll be just an in-flight. That's pretty good. Oh, that I think we're past the time where I get these guys back anyway already. Okay, what about them? Come on, give me something good. Right, well, they're not getting a no effect, so they've got ALD. So abort for their A's. We wanted abort for their B's, didn't we? Oh no, we've got a B and a C. Oh, they've got... Is it... Yeah, this is good, I think. Right, so abort for their A's. Where are we? Which would be to in-flight reduced, as long as they're full. So he's in-flight reduced, so is he, and so is he. Okay, I'm struggling to turn them over with my big clunky fingers. Right, and then the B's are white loss. Oh yeah, that was a good result. So we get 3 white losses, 5-11, a 3-11, and this one was reduced, so it doesn't make any difference. That's a 2-11. So 3 points back to us. 1, 2, 3, -7. And the C, which is reduced as a disrupt, I don't think that does anything, though, does it? You think I'd have worked this one out by now, yeah. So a reduced squadron, disrupt is to in-flight reduced, so it stays reduced in the in-flight. Okay, that was okay though. Yeah, and in fact, yeah, none of them get to shoot the bomber box. Excellent. So moving on, and I've still got the altitude advantage, but I don't think that matters now, isn't it? Because we're not going to have squadron attack anyway. Okay, good. Raid target event. So that doesn't spoil things. Clouds inhibit squadrons. Oh, well, that might have helped us, but there's no squadrons anyway, because it is broken clouds. All 3 squadrons would have left the raid. However, there's none of that. Retarget event. So then, squadron interception, there's no squadrons in the bomber box. Move all group in and the channel escort box to the bomber box. So that is that's pretty good. It brings along a bit more power because we moved that ME-109 up to the close escort box as well. So they all get moved down, which is nice. And then I think we're skipping the next card, aren't we? Because it's squadron attack with no squadrons, so that's skipping that, and we're moving right to bombardment. So let's see what's going to go down there. Okay. Well, unfortunately we've got broken clouds though, so we're going to get a 2 shift, aren't we? Where's my bomber table? There it is. Right, nice high number this time. Yeah. 2. Okay, what we've got quite a lot of strength though. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, 24, 25. 25, right, that's maxed out. Unfortunately, we're getting a 2 shift. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not. We're going to cancel that out. Because no squadrons entered the bomber box, did they? No bombers were intercepted. So a 2 shift column to the right. We got broken clouds, 2 shift column to the left. So that cancels it out. So we're right up at the max. All we needed was a 3 for an H result. We got a 2. It's 2 points of damage still, but just that 1 extra, just to mess about with them more. Right, 2 victory points is 9, and then also you get the H result. You get to. Is that when we get to roll the dice again? No. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you roll the dice again on an H result. That's right. So we're 1 off that. So we've got 2 points of damage to the airfield though, to try and mess about and disperse. So we're looking for sector 611. There's nothing in their sector, so nothing in the sector 611. There is, however, 1 in the rearm box, so it's going to go back to the land box, and we have 3 here. So these are 2 Spitfires. In fact, that's a Spitfire too. So we're going to get 2 Spitfire reduction replacement points reduced. That's down to 9. We're whittling away at them a bit, so that's quite good. Right, and then we move all the grouping now into the in-flight box. They're shortly to disappear back to their air bases in the clock anyway, which is the next card, so it's a bit no real point in doing it that way, is there? I mean, could you not possibly skip that step? All grouping the raid display move to in-flight box after the target is bombed, and then the next card is move all grouping the in-flight box to their air bases or to the clock. So I don't know. Fair enough. So I'll go and sort them out. Yeah, that's another big bunch of fighters in the clock space that I'm not going to reach. Yeah. Okay, clock check. We flipped this card. We only had 1 raid for that time slot, so we're going to move the time slot from 1200 to 1400 and move on to a squadron turnaround. Oops. Right, squadron turnaround. So these are coming back. We've got a 211, that's a 711, and a 212. They come back out and them onto their sectors. These go into the rearm box. So I've still got quite a few held back. There's 5 there, and we've got 4 in the light loss boxes there. And then these 4 will all go to the land box, won't they? Because they're reduced. Yeah, landing box full side up. There we go. That doesn't look too bad up there. I've got quite a lot up there. Right. And then next is German fighter, now in the current clock space. We're not there yet. We will with the next time Yeah. I'm starting to think maybe I have got that right, but I've right difficultly with that. Yeah, no, because the next time I'm going to go into that, I'm going to hit this. Oh, in fact, no, you're okay. You're okay. Oh God, I thought I was getting nothing. Ah dear, because that's for this time slot now, which is 1400, and the next time slot, which I don't. Oh no, that's right. I made a blunder, didn't I? And I moved it on. I had to move it on because I made a mistake. So I had to kind of like sneak a wee gap in there, which is terrible behaviour. Okay, so nothing more doing there. Let's just chuck that away, and then we're back to step 9. Can we push on? Yeah, let's push on one more. It's only 36 minutes here. We've got the time, so let's go. Right, next raid. Okay, next raid at Hornchurch again. Yeah, and we're not going to get as big a response here, so that's why we plan to put in there, because this is the one with a low level raid, which gives us a couple of shifts, and we're hoping that squadrons don't get involved. I think we might see a reaction this time though, whereas the last time we played that low level card, we never got nothing. Okay, so and then here's our team. We've got, yeah, that's why we picked just the 3 bombers and the 5. Gives us 5 in the hunt boat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So next card is British Detection. 5. Not so good. And we've got Broken Clouds still in with what, 2, so that's a 3, that's 8. 2 radar nets, yeah, that's 12. And then, what is it, 12 group in, it was 16 on it, yeah, 16. So that's the one we don't want to be in, very early limited. I mean, I suppose there's not an awful lot of difference. It brings that Spitfire Ace, that's the main difference, isn't it? I think you can have things happening with a very early situation, but... Okay, so Spitfire Ace is coming in the cup, and... yeah, very early limited, okay. Right, next is Red Rendezvous. Yeah, okay. So 3. That's going to trigger, isn't it? The raids area is Broken Clouds, and there are 8 or more grouping in the raid. Yeah, we've got Broken Clouds and we've got 12 grouping in the raid. Oh, rolled a 6 this time. Right. First time I've had this for a while, so all our C grouping are going to leave the raid. There's nothing in the fighters there. 1 bomber goes and then 2 fighters. Yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, that could have spoilt things, I think. Oh well. Right, so our response, or the British response, there you go. I'll have a look at the numbers there and I'll just shimmy across. Okay, so we've got the Spitfire Ace. We're looking for 3 from 611. There's still none in 611. 2 from 511. There's none, just a Blenheim. 2 from 711. We've got 1 there. That's 2 only. 2 from 311. Yeah, we got the 1 back there, didn't we? 2 from London. Nothing doing there. 2 from... yes, an awful lot of 2s there. 2 from 211. We get another 1. All the way up to 4. 2 from 411. Yeah, that's going to hit us. So that's up to 6 now. And finally, well, not quite finally. Try to find the 6 there on this dice. So we got 6. That was 4 all of them, wasn't it? One from 111. I was going to take the green one. So that's up to 7. And he doesn't go in the cup. And one from 212. And we do have a Spitfire there. So we're up to 8, one of which is outside the cup. Yeah. So let's check if anything's coming out. Starting with a 2. The date gives a +1 to 3. Target set is 11 for 4, up to 4. It is an airfield, that's an R2 for 6. Target is not deep. Warning is very away. Yeah, there's one where it hits, isn't it? So that's up to 7. Intelligence is accurate. No, it's limited. So intelligence is limited, and there are 12 or more group. Oh, wait now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grouping we've got. Because some of them went away. So that's just a +2 up to 9. Target cards yet to be resolved in this time segment. No, we've got a 9, which is a high response again. Urgh. So 9 high response with 8 squadrons in the pool. We'd want to take 3 out only, but we've got a green pilot, so it's only going to take 2 out. Not good, not good. And things were going, I thought, alright for a bit there, so whoosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, that leaves 6, that's right, yeah. So we've got one from 411 coming back, and one from 211. And we've got 6, 5 of which are in the cup, and 1 outside. My guess is they're going to come along and play though, aren't they? Well, we've got a limited intelligence. Oh, we're not rolling the dice here, Grant. Limited intelligence, squadrons in the pool is 6. Number of grouping and raid excluding channel patrol is 7. Yeah, they're all going to respond. Okay. Okay, there's how it's looking. Not very good. So we've got in excess of 3 again, so it's going to be tough for them to get past, I suppose. Yeah, I've got to remember that. Strategy card. Squadrons receive an altitude advantage when attacking this raid in the bomber box. Right, so it's only when they get to the bomber box. So I suppose there's still a chance they might not get there. We shall see. Right, Hunter interception. So grouping our Western squadron. So we're going to roll again. As long as we don't roll a 4 or greater. Rolled a 6. So the result is greater than the number of XS squadrons. So XS squadrons move to the bomber box. Hurricanes before Spitfires. Right, Hurricanes before Spitfires. Remember the green. Well, the green one's a Spit. Well, he doesn't go anyway. So we have 1, 2. No, we've got 3 Hurricanes, haven't we? 1, 2, and 3. Yep. So that's that. Okay, moving on. Red approach event. Could do with something good. Well, you can always you always looking for something good, I suppose. Channel patrollers hunt. If the raid target is coastal, it is not. Move all grouping from the channel patrol box to the hunt box. Oh, that would have been nice. That would have been super nice. But it's not coastal, it's inland. Oh well. Never mind. Right. Moving on. Right, hunter attack. Okay, let's roll dice, keep it low. It's a 4. That's not low enough. Right, so we've got nothing for the ME-109s. We've got 4, 6, 10 combat value and 3 grouping. 3 group and 10. Oh, it's only down to D. However, no. It's only, they're only getting an altitude advantage when attacking this raid in the bomber box. Then when bombing, we shift 2 columns to the right on the bombing table and do not apply shift for clouds. Okay, so there's no shift here. Just wish I hadn't rolled. No, been a 1 or a 2 here, that would have been quite nice, I think. Right, so we're on, well, I say 10, 3 group and 10's a strength, isn't it? Yeah, so we're on the D row. With a 4, we've got no effect, L, and A. So no effect for the A's. Means they're going on the coast escort, isn't it? Yeah, to coast escort. So they go coast escort. So that's good. Fortunately, the B's the white wolf, so isn't that? Yeah, and then if we had C's, they would abort. So that's a loss of a point, down to -8. Right, what about them then? 4 is LA no effect. Well, so no A's for the L, abort for the B's. Well, that's going to get a white loss, isn't it? Because one of them's reduced. So this goes in flight reduced, and this goes white loss and gets us that point back. It's 111. -9 again. And this one's no effect, so he's getting to come up and join the attack on the bombers, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Right, that was the hunter attack done. Raid target event. Interception over coast. If raid warning is none or late. No. Nah, I never get that one, do I? None or late. It's like, well, we had a late result the last time, admittedly, didn't we? That's when you get to move all group in from channel patrol to coast escort, bomb before squadron interception and attack. So nice, but yeah. Anyway, okay, into the squadron interception. So there's squadrons are greater than the grouping, so they're all intercepted, and if they're all intercepted, all the coast escort are intercepted as well, or they join the attack. So good and bad, I think. Right, let's just move on to the attack, and this is the one that they do get a row shift down. Yeah, letter draw the combat results table 1 below the calculated row. Okay, so there we go. Remember, all the coast escort are involved here. So let's roll dice. It's a 4 again, which is horrible enough, I think. So what we got 2, 4, nothing, 9, 14, 17, 20, 23, 27 with 6 grouping. 27 takes us to F row, but we've got to drop down to the G row, and with a 4, that doesn't sound good. So LLD. So yeah, there go our bombers. White loss, and then the coast escort guys are just the same, aren't they? Oh dear, this is horrible, isn't it? So white loss, oh, they're all white losses, aren't they? I said LLD, so that was 6. All white losses. So much for my points. Down to -3. Yeah. That's horrible. Okay. And they're not even got an L on theirs. They've got A and D. So I'll port for their A's. Goes in flight reduced. And then disrupt for their B's. That's in flight reduced as well. And the C's, there's no effect for their C's. So they'll just go, he'll just go in flight, and then the Ace goes away again. Well, that was rather poor. Yeah, what can one do? There's none of that. Nothing left to bomb with, and our 2 channel patrols will come across. That's them done their thing. We can get rid of that strategy card as well. That's it. All it did was help them, and then we never got the chance to use it for us. So it's a bit of a risky one, that, isn't it? Move all group and in-flight bots to their air bases or to the clock. Okay, their fighters will actually go into the end of the day. I'm just putting them in the end of the day box up the top, because I know you might put them reduced into their air bases, but I do need to watch that time because I'm waiting for more fighters to come out. So if they're in the end of the day spot up the top of the map, I'm not going to be able to use them. So, and then we clock check again. We are moving on. We're moving on 2 time slots, so because, yeah, just because. Oh, right. So that does work. That does mean we get fighters back. Mind you, I think we were getting enough back, to be honest. I'll maybe work this out. Yeah. So okay. We move the time on to the next clock space for which you have raids. So we move it on to the 1800 clock space. Yeah, and then we do get all the fighters back, right enough. But I had to still leave the gap there because I would have had to select fighters from the 1400 time slot. So I had to do it that way. Anyway, okay. So we'll move 2 time slots on. So we're going to go to squadron turnaround, but 2 time slots means rearm or landing blocks are going to come out back to their sectors. Okay, and then there's quite a lot of them, so 411, 511, and the rear and the land blocks as well. That was a 411 and 611. And then these one from 711. Yeah, the rest are sort of white losses, I mean. And then the ones, I think these come right out as well, don't they? So these are to the map, yeah. So there are one for 711. These are reduced, so they go to the rearm box full side up. They don't quite get out yet, but they'll be out next turn. Well, actually, no, we won't get them back, assuming, well, unless there's any nasty event, because our last 2 raids are within this time slot, so is that 311 and 212? Okay. Right, that's squadron turnaround. Right, move all German fighter group and down the current clock space and all airway clock spaces to their air bases full side up. Right, I've got a bunch then because we did move on that extra bit. Okay, done that. I'm running out of space here a little bit, so hopefully we can get this fast. Right, yeah, all we've got to do is do the fighters. So, like I say, these are both minor raids. So, yeah, my thinking had just been to put... Right, well, oh, yeah, they both are outside the range of the ME-109s. So I thought, why not just put 3 ME110s on both of them? I don't know. Or do you think I should try one with just putting 3 bombers on it without any support? Oh, well, actually, I can't do that now, can I? Because I would have had to put my bombers right at the beginning. So, yeah, so I don't have an option there. Yeah, and I was thinking about that detection modifier with all grouping being ME109s and thinking, why don't I try that in one of them? But I remember mentioning that and then realising that they're all outside the ME109 range. So, okay, ME110s then, we'll just go with that. Yeah, I was almost about to pick the elites, and then the elites act the same as the ME109s. They've got to be flipped. So I've got, and this is a we fought 3 raid. So I do have the 3 ME110s. You only get 3 of them, I think. So I've got the 3 of them in there, and then I've got 3 ME110s in there. We'll go with that. Okay, so then back to step 9. But I'll leave it at that now. Well, I need to get this because it's going to run out of space very close to it, and my battery could do with charging again. But at least I should be able to finish this day in one more part because I've only got 2 minor raids and it should be a short part. Well, we've said that before maybe, but however. Okay, well, if I get away now, that will make this one even shorter. Okay, I'll be back soon, guys. Cheers.